everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the concept of the TCP/IP protocol. Okay, the main important aspect which we'll be learning today is the TCP/IP protocol. In the previous session, you have learned about the OSI model. In the two sessions, we have learned about the 7 layers which are there in the OSI model. Over here also you are said to be having the 7 layers only, but the 3 layers are said to be combined in only one. That aspect we will be learning today. Okay, how it is combined and what does it consist of, that we will be discussing in this session. Okay, let's check out. So TCP/IP protocol, it's nothing but it's a protocol mainly used in the concept of networking, where information which is being communicated through the set of rules and regulations which are being set by the government. Okay, mainly it is nothing but TCP/IP. It is involved in the like communication of information from one end to another end. It is involved in the concept of following certain networks and following certain protocols. Okay, what do you mean by TCP? TCP is nothing but the transfer control protocol. Okay, the way in which your information gets transferred, that is the TCP. Okay, and internet protocol, it is the protocol which is helpful to maintain certain standard. Okay, you are said to be using certain protocol through which you get access from one host to another host. When you are setting to get an access from one host to another host, you have to follow certain standards which are being governed by the various organizations. Okay, that is the IP. It's nothing but internet protocol. Okay, this aspect is combined in a single one, TCP IP. Okay, so this TCP IP, it has only 4 layers, you can see. Okay, what does it consist is, it has only 4 layers. You can check out here. This 7 layers, it is being made into 4 layers. So first, whichever layers are there, that is nothing but your physical layer, data link layer, they are common, which is meant for your network access. I want to access the network, I want to fetch the information, that I want to have to divert it. Then it is in the part of the network access. How do you access? What mediums you are using, that is network access. And two other layers which are being in common, which are the same, nothing but internet, which is based on your network. Then you have the transport layer and you have the application layer. This application layer, all the 3 layers are said to be combined in one, that is session, presentation and application. The whatever meaning is there in the OSI model, it means the same. No, not much difference is there, but they follow a certain different concept in the TCP/IP model. Okay, so let's check what happens in each and every layer in this concept. Okay, so first one, the application layer. From top, let us come. So the application layer, it is combined to be having the presentation and the session layer. Okay, so main aspect of the application layer is to have access to the network and provide the service to the networks which is being there. Services already we have discussed, it is nothing but it is said to be having a combination of information which is said to be having the security part, the permission part. When you are said to be delivering the information, or when you are said to be accessing the information, it should have the permission, it should be reliable, it should be transmitted in certain rules and regulations, and it has to have certain things. That is said to be your like network services which are provided in the application layer. And mainly this application layer, it is helpful in exchanging the information from one end to another end. Okay, the various protocols which are being involved in this application layer are HTTP, that is hypertext transfer protocol. This is a protocol which is being used to access the web pages and fetch the various web pages through certain protocols. Okay, they follow the rules and regulations and they access the web page which is there on the server, and from the server it is to be displayed to the user, that is HTTP. Then you have FTP, is nothing but file transfer protocol. When you want to transfer your file from one end to another end, this is your protocol which is being used. Okay, when you want to mail something, you are using the SMTP, nothing but simple mail transfer protocol. All these protocols are said to be there in the application layer. Okay, when you are said to be having this presentation layer within this application layer, what is the work of the presentation layer is encryption and decryption. It is nothing but I want to access the data. Before accessing, I have to protect my data with certain password. So that is being done in the encryption and decryption. It's nothing through that password your data it will be like transferred, and another password it will help you make to your data to be visible through the help of decryption. It decrypts your data, whichever format it may be there, it decrypts your data. And here also you have a combination of compression and decompression. Whatever information when it is traveling over any of the medium, it has to be compressed. Then once again when it is received, it has to be decompressed. So that concept is there in this presentation layer, and in each and every layer you have a checkpoint. It's nothing but I want to like access the information, I check the information for its synchronization, whether same kind of data is being received, whether any alterations are being done in the like packets or it may be the bits, so that it will be checked in the presentation. Okay, so here in this concept of the diagram which is there, these and all protocols are there in the application layer, that is FTP, SMTP, Telnet, DNS, SNMP, then RIP, which we'll be learning in the future sessions what is there in it. Then you have in the transport layer you have TCP and UDP. Then you in the internet layer you have the internet IP protocols. Then in the network access you have various concepts how the network is being managed through the help of Ethernet it may be, or it may be token ring. Okay, already in the previous DCC and all this everything it is being dealt. So once again I may revise each of the concept when it is being taught to you separately. Okay, in this layer remember these concepts comes within the TCP/IP model. Okay, whatever discussed earlier, same thing is there. Here you have different types of protocols in each and every layer. Okay, link is nothing but a data link layer which follows various kinds of routing concept that is there in the ARP, RARP, OSPF, and internet servers which are being combining to each other, and network data protocols are there. Okay, so what is transport layer? You all know main aspect of the transport layer is to make your data available from one end to another end. Nothing but deliver the information from one end to another end. You use the two protocols TCP and UDP. Okay, main it will whatever aspect is there when information is being communicated, it is said to be reliable on the transport layer, because the transport layer work is to deliver the information in an accurate way without any problem, without any errors, and if any error is there it has to be recovered back. That it is done in the transport layer. Okay, here mainly at each and every level the checking happens through the help of the checksum. Like you have methods where your information it will be checked bit by bit, that it is being done, and any problem is there then an acknowledgement is being sent and received, and each and every time when some problem exists within the network, then it will be providing the timeouts in between. That aspect is also there, and verification happens at each and every end, at each and every device. Okay, the verification happens. Okay, the main aspect of your TCP, as I said, it is end to end information which is being checked and monitored. Okay, mainly it has the concept of connection oriented and connectionless concept. Main both of them, that DCP and TCP UDP, they follow a concept of connection oriented. Data traveling is nothing but it has to travel through any of the mediums. It may be coaxial, copper wire, then you have fiber optic cables, then you have radio waves, you have infrared waves, all those are there. It is said to be based on your connection oriented, and it is nothing but it may be one to one transmission or it may be one to many transmission. Your TCP is one to one, whereas UDP is one to many. It may transfer the information. Okay, whenever the information is being transmitted, remember the concept that your information it will be divided into multiple segments. Segment is nothing but your data is divided into multiple packets. Those packets are nothing but segments. Those segments are said to be like verified, checked, monitored each and every level separately, and they will be maintaining their own separate numbers. So when it is being gathered at the other end host system, it will be reassembled back. Everything which is said to be like not in a proper format when it is traveling over any of the mediums. it may be jumbled up, the packets may be jumbled up, may not be in the format 1 2 3 4, it may be jumbled up. So once again reassembling happens in the transport layer. Okay, so as I said, your transport layer, it is said to be dependent on your how the packets are being traveling and how they are said to be responded from the other end, whether if a problem is exists in the delivery of the packets. So that concept, it will be managed by the transport layer. It has the concept of the connectionless transport layer and connection oriented transport layer. Connectionless is nothing but your packets, when it is connectionless, it is little bit difficult to manage the information, because it may get, like wherever it may be get like the concept of losing the data, it is more when it is connectionless, though, but it is said to be like maintained by the transport layer. Whatever information, it will be delivered in a proper way, though it is lost, once again it will be recovered back and it will be sent. And connection oriented, there are less chances of being having the information being misplaced. The data information can reach at a higher level, more secure than that of the connection less. Okay, remember there are two types of connection controls in TCP, like your transport layer, that is connection and connection less. Okay, the network layer, it is the most important thing. That main aspect of the network layer is to handle your network, make your data to route from one end to another. Okay, main aspect, remember, network layer covers is like whatever information is there, it has to travel with certain routing concept, and it should manage the movement of the information. If any problem exists in the network, it has to manage with other network to follow and make the information travel. Nothing but any other route it can take and make the data to deliver in the proper way. Okay, here main aspect of the network layer, it addresses the information, like it divides the information into packets, then it has the routing function, it routes the information from one end to another end. Okay, it has various protocols which are being followed in this network layer. The protocols are IP, ARP, ICMP and IGMP. Internet protocol, it is main aspect is to route, fragment, divide it, and once again reassemble it. That concept is there in IP. And address resolution protocol is nothing but whenever the information is being like transferred from one end to another end, each device, it will be having a network interface card. So that network interface card, it will check at each and every level where it has to make your data to route, to which address it has to route. It is through the help of the NIC, that is network interface card, which is there in the address resolution protocol, which makes your data to route in a particular address only. Okay, that is said to be your hardware address. And you have the ICMP, it's nothing but internet control message protocol, which will help you out in managing your messages which are being delivered. And even it checks for the information which is being delivered, whatever information messages which are being like transferred from one system to another system through the help of the internet, it will monitor the information in a proper way without any mistake. It will make your information travel. And another concept is there called as internet group management protocol. Multicasting groups is nothing but network is not only single network, it has multiple networks to make your data flow. So each level, like each group, it will be managed by the help of the IGMP. It manages each internet group from one end to another end when the information is being traveled. Okay, this is IGMP. Then mainly the aspect of your network layer is to like manage the information in certain way that each and everywhere the addressing part is being mentioned when the information gets traveled. And it uses the concept of routers, which routes the information, and it maintains a gateway when it is said to be traveling from one country to another country, one state to another state. It has to pass through a gateway which monitors your data, checks your data, then only it makes your data to travel to the other end through the help of the gateways. But gateways are nothing but systems only which monitors your data. Okay, your data transfer, it happens like from one host to another host, from one system to another system. Your server also maintains all these layers, your system maintains all these layers, even the destination, whichever system is there, it also maintains the same kind of layers. data link layer, main aspect of your data link layer is to deliver the information in the format of frames. Okay, a frame consists of multiple packets. Okay, your data, when it is being traveling from one end to another end, it makes your data to like travel in frames, not only one frame, multi-frame travels over the transmission medium, and it gets delivered from one end to another end, nothing but from one node to another. Okay, and here also we have the concept of synchronization from one end to another end, and error control is being managed. Okay, and mainly it follows various kinds of protocols when it's said to be getting connected from one link to another link, or one device to another device, one network to another network. When I am said to be traveling, it has to be monitored, checked, and where each and every device manages to check for the data. Okay, here also we have the aspect of checking the errors at each and every frames. Okay, and it checks for not to have duplicated frames. It shouldn't have duplicated frames. One frame, it will not be repeated once again with the same frame. Okay, that is being checked, and frames even manage the data units in such a way that each frame has only this many bits only. It will be not traveling with more data, one frame more data, another frame less data. It will be having same same units from one frame to another frame. And the streaming happens at the data link layer. Streaming is nothing but it will make your data to get divided in same aspect with only with same number of packets. Okay, here in your data link layer you will be using two devices, switch and the bridge, which is being used in this layer to get your information to connect from one device to another device. And last one is your physical layer. As you all know, this is the most important layer which makes your data to flow in bits. Okay, your data flows, you all know, it flows over the medium in the bit format only. Your data gets converted into bits, and those bits get traveled over the line. Okay, it uses various physical connections from one end to another end, and each and every phase electric light energy, it will be flowing when information gets traveled. So whichever information, it is light emitting devices which will help you out in making your information flow. Okay, and here information travels and the bit rate is being calculated bits per second. Here also have the aspect of making the bits to travel in sync only. It shouldn't be losing its sync from one end to another end, and it will be using a topology like your mesh topology, star and ring and bus topologies, which are being followed by the devices which get connected from one end to another end, where it makes your data to flow in bit format through the various topologies which are being used. And even this physical layer, it has the aspect of making your data to get transmitted in three modes: simplex, half duplex and full duplex. Simplex 1 to 1, only like one in at once you have only one information to travel, both the end cannot get communicated. In the half duplex, both the end can get communicated, but one completes its work, another one later he can proceed with it. Whereas full duplex, both the ends can communicate at the same time. Okay, and here you use the devices such as the hubs and repeaters. You have the baseband and broadband connections which are being used to get communicate. Okay, so this is the aspect of your which layers which you have learned today, that is application, transport, data link, and your physical layer which is there in the TCP IP. And you should be knowing all the concept how information flows, what each and every layer does in the TCP IP. Okay, so in the future session we will be dealing with other things. So whatever till now it is being done, it is nothing but revision of the previous concept which you have learnt in the DCCN, which is even present in ADCN also in the first unit. Okay, so let's continue with the next session. Thank you.